Hello everyone and welcome to the session on this transistor amplifier. In this session we'll be discussing about common collector amplifier. In this session we will see what are the features of common collector amplifier, what is the circuit diagram, its working, and then its analysis by using H parameters. So friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel Learn with Prakash Kanade, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel to see more videos on the subjects of electronics and computer science. So let us first of all understand what we mean by a CC amplifier or common collector amplifier. Friends, as you know, the transistor has three terminals: emitter terminal, base terminal, and collector terminal. Emitter terminal of the transistor can be made common to input and output. Also, the base terminal of the transistor can also be made common to input and output. It is also possible that the collector terminal of the transistor can be made common to both input and output. When the collector terminal of the transistor is made common to both input and output, then such amplifier is being called as common collector amplifier or CC amplifier. In this amplifier, you will find that the input signal is applied to the base and collector, and the output is taken from the emitter and collector. So as shown in this diagram, the input voltage Vin is applied to the base and the output is taken from the emitter. You will find that the common collector amplifier has several features. Say for example, the voltage gain of the common collector amplifier is almost equal to 1 or unity, and therefore this amplifier is used as a voltage buffer. The current gain of the common collector amplifier is high and it is almost equal to that of CE amplifier with a negative sign. It indicates that the input current and output current of CC amplifier are out of phase with each other. This amplifier has a very special property, and it has a very high input resistance and very low output resistance. And because of this property, you will find that this amplifier is being used for the purpose of impedance matching. That is, when the two different circuits are given to you, and when you want to connect these two circuits to each other, then their impedances should match. But if their impedances are not matching, then in such a case, you can use this common collector amplifier in between to that of these two circuits. Common collector amplifier is also known as emitter follower, because you will find that in common collector amplifier, the output is taken from the emitter and the output is almost same to that of input. And therefore you can say that the emitter follows the input, and therefore this amplifier is called as emitter follower. Common collector amplifier can be also used as a circuit isolator. So whenever any electronic circuit you want to get it isolated from the rest of the electrical circuit, then for such isolation you can make the use of common collector amplifier. Now let us see the circuit diagram of common collector amplifier. You will find that this is our transistor and this is the collector terminal of the transistor. This collector terminal is being connected to a capacitor and the other terminal of the capacitor is grounded. So this will ensure that the AC potential at collector is 0. That is, the collector terminal of the transistor is made common to both input and output. Input AC voltage is applied to the base and the output AC voltage is obtained at the emitter of the transistor as shown in this diagram. You will find that the battery VBB is connected in such a way that the base emitter junction of the transistor is forward biased, and the battery VCC is connected such that the base collector junction of the transistor is reverse biased. So whenever we want to use transistor as an amplifier, then it is necessary that its one junction is forward biased and another junction is reverse biased, so that the transistor will always remain in active region. We can use the coupling capacitor, and this coupling capacitor is being used to couple the AC signal and it will drop the DC voltages. Resistance RV is the base resistance and the resistance RL is the load resistance connected to the emitter terminal of the transistor. And observe that the AC potential at collector terminal is 0 because of this capacitor, and therefore we can say that the collector terminal of the transistor is made common to both input and output. Now let us understand the working of CC amplifier. Initially, we will arrange this resistance RB, resistance RL, battery VBB, and battery VCC in such a way that the Q point of the transistor will be at the center of the DC load line. And then we will apply the positive half cycle of the input AC signal. When this positive half cycle is being applied, you will find that this voltage will get added into VBB. And therefore, you will find that the resistance of the transistor is reduced and the current in the circuit will increase. Now, larger current means there will be larger voltage drop across the RL. Therefore, VRL, which is equal to I into RL, will increase if I increases. And here you have taken the output at emitter. That is, you are taking the output across the load resistance, and therefore you will find that when input increases, the output also increases. That is, when there is a positive half cycle of the input, at the output, you will get the same positive half cycle. Now, when the negative half cycle is applied to the input, then you will find that this voltage will be subtracted from the battery voltage VBB. And therefore, the transistor resistance will increase and less amount of the current will flow through the circuit. And there will be less voltage drop across the resistance RL. That is, you will find that the output will also decrease. So when there is a negative half cycle at the input, you will find that at the output also we will get a negative half cycle. So it means that there is no phase reversal. That is, the input voltage and output voltage of common collector amplifier has the same phase. In CC configuration, you will find that the input is applied at the base and the output is taken at the emitter. When you check base to emitter voltage, then you will find that this junction is forward biased, and therefore this voltage can be assumed equal to 0.7 volt. So when the base is at 10 volt, say for example, we are considering a case when the base voltage is at 10 volt, then you will find that the emitter voltage in this case will be 10 minus 0.7, that is equal to 9.3 volt. So it means that the gain of this amplifier, that is output divided by input, is 0.93, or you can say that the voltage gain of this amplifier is almost equal to 1. So in practical, you will find that the gain of the amplifier is near equal to 1, and it is always less than 1. Now let us see one practical CC amplifier. The earlier circuit diagram that we have considered for common collector amplifier consists of 2 batteries. But as I say, using of 2 batteries in one circuit is not suitable. And therefore, it is always better that you can make the use of only one battery in one circuit. Now, this is the practical CC amplifier. You will find that the collector terminal is directly connected to the positive VCC. Resistance R1 and R2 are used for proper biasing of the base terminal. Input signal is being applied through the capacitor to the base terminal. To the emitter, we have collected a load resistance RL across which we can obtain the output. So the working is the similar one. You will find that when the positive input is being applied, the current in the circuit goes on increasing, and therefore the output also goes on increasing. When negative input is being applied to the circuit, the current in the circuit decreases, and therefore the output also decreases. That is, for the positive half cycle, we get positive half cycle at the output. For the negative input, we get the negative output. And as far as the voltage amplification is concerned, you will find that the voltage gain of this amplifier is 1, and therefore whatever you apply at the input, almost same you will get at the output. Now we will go for the AC analysis of the CC amplifier. Now this is the AC equivalent circuit for common collector amplifier. You will find that this is the base terminal, this is the collector terminal, and this is the emitter terminal of the transistor. So while considering the AC analysis, we reduce all DC voltages and we will reduce all other components that do not play important role in the AC analysis. You will find that here between base and emitter, the resistance is HI, this base current is IB, and the input voltage is applied between base and ground. So you will find that load resistance RL is connected between emitter and ground means the collector is also grounded here, and the output is taken across the load resistance RL. So the current that is being flowing through RL is IB plus IE, and this current source is GM into VBE. Now from this circuit, we can easily understand that this voltage VI is just nothing but the voltage across the base and emitter, that is VBE, plus the voltage output voltage VO. And therefore we can say that VI minus VBE minus VO is equal to 0. But we know that VBE is much smaller than VI, and therefore VBE can be neglected. And therefore in such a case, we can say VI is almost equal to VO. That is, the input voltage is almost equal to output voltage. And therefore the voltage gain, which is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage, will become equal to 1. Now we will go for the input resistance. You will find that the input voltage VI is the voltage between base and ground, that is the collector. And therefore from this circuit, we can write the equation for this VI is equal to HI, that is this resistance, plus you will find that VI is just nothing but the voltage across this resistance, that is IB into HI, plus the voltage across this resistance RL. But the current which is flowing through this resistance RL is IB plus I, which can be written as IB plus IC or IB plus HFE IB. And therefore I can write the expression for VI as HI plus 1 plus HFE into RL multiplied by IB. And therefore we can define the input resistance as the resistance present between the input terminal, and it can be written as input voltage divided by input current, that is VI divided by IB. So when I take IB on this side, then I will get the expression HI plus into bracket 1 plus GM into RL, or HI plus HFE into RL. So this is the expression you will find that for the input resistance of the common collector amplifier. Similarly, you will find that we can obtain the expression for the current gain. So current gain is the ratio of output current to input current. Output current is the emitter current I, input current is the base current IB. And we know that I is just nothing but minus 1 plus HFE into IB divided by IB. So IB will get cancelled, and therefore we will get this expression as current gain is equal to minus 1 plus HFE. Or approximately, you can say that it is equal to minus HFE. So from these three expressions, you will find that the common collector amplifier voltage gain is almost equal to 1. The input impedance of the common collector amplifier is much higher than that of the other transistor amplifiers, and the current gain is also higher than that of the common emitter amplifier. Now we will go for the output resistance. Output resistance is the resistance that is present between the output terminals of the amplifier. And you will find that from the AC equivalent circuit, this output resistance is HI RL divided by HI plus RL. So you will find that this circuit has a very low output resistance, and it is only few ohms. Power gain can be computed by taking the modulus value of voltage gain and current gain. You will find that the voltage gain of this circuit is almost equal to 1, and the current gain is almost equal to HFE, and therefore the power gain of this amplifier is almost equal to HFE. It is also possible that we can obtain the voltage gain of this amplifier by using some another formula. The voltage gain of this amplifier is also defined as minus current gain multiplied by RL into divided by RI. So when you substitute the value of current gain as HFE minus HFE, then you will find that HFE RL divided by input resistance HI bracket in the bracket 1 plus GM into RL. So this is just nothing but GM into RL divided by 1 plus GM into RL. So again, in this relation also, you will find that the numerator and denominator are almost same, and therefore we can say that the voltage gain of this common collector amplifier is equal to 1 or unity. So friends, so far we have discussed all the three different types of transistor amplifiers: common emitter, common base, and common collector. Now it is a time for us to compare between these three amplifiers. So as far as the relation between input and output voltage is concerned, you will find that the phase difference between input and output for common base, it is 0 degree. For common collector, it is also 0 degree. Only in case of common emitter, this phase difference is 180 degrees. As far as the voltage gain is concerned, the voltage gain of common base amplifier is high. For common emitter amplifier, it is also almost equal to that of common base amplifier. But in case of common collector amplifier, the voltage gain is almost equal to unity and it is low. The current gain in case of common base amplifier is low. It is almost equal to unity and it is being called as an alpha of the transistor. In case of common emitter, the current gain is medium and it is called as the beta of the transistor. And in case of common collector, you will find that the current gain is slightly greater than that of the common emitter amplifier and it is being called as the gamma of the transistor. As far as the power gain is concerned, you will find that the common base amplifier has a low power gain, common emitter amplifier has a high power gain, and the common collector amplifier has a medium power gain. As far as input resistance or impedance is concerned, common base amplifier has a low input resistance, common emitter amplifier has a medium input resistance, and common collector amplifier has a very high input resistance. As far as output resistance or output impedance is concerned, the common base amplifier has a very high output impedance. Common emitter amplifier has a low or medium output impedance. And in case of common collector amplifier, the output impedance or resistance is very low. And therefore, you will find that the common collector amplifier is being used for the amplification of audio signals. When you want to amplify the high frequency signals, then in this case, the common base amplifier is used. And whenever you want to provide some kind of the impedance matching, then in that case, you will find that the common collector amplifier is used. So every amplifier has some specific areas in which it is used. Thank you, friends, for viewing the sessions. Hopefully you have understood the common collector amplifier. If you have any queries, then you can write to me or you can ask the questions in our oral discussions. Thank you all.